Hey, what up? My name is Corey Chaloff. I'm the founder of my program called Personal Brand Creator Pro. Now, in this program, I teach my students how to build a personal brand from the ground up, all the way from the mindset, the branding, the creative aspect of it, what equipment you need to actually brand yourself. And if you do want to do the editing yourself to actually produce the content that will build your brand, I teach you how to use Lightroom, Photoshop, Premiere Pro, all the necessities of actually creating content, whether it be through photo or video. And then we get into how to set up your profile, how to utilize your content that you've been producing with the captions, the stories, the brand direction of your actual personal brand on Instagram, on social media, to actually land more clients, and then a few other modules where I go more in depth on a few kind of nuances in the personal branding space. That's the personal branding program, actually building the personal brand yourself. Now, we also offer mentorship services as well, where we actually work one-on-one with you. So we actually dive deep into your personal brand. You already have one. We comb through it with a fine-tooth comb. And if you have nothing, if you're starting from scratch, we help you build your personal brand by asking very calculated questions to kind of suss out the proper brand direction of what your actual brand is going to be used for. What are the goals? Now, in this specific case here, we're focused on building the personal brand of real estate agents. Now, that is one of my favorite personal brands to build because of all of the access to these scarce resources that you have that you probably aren't even aware of. Being at these types of houses, especially if they're luxury type listings, you have access to the scarce resource, which is a very nice house, a mansion, a penthouse, et cetera, et cetera. So you being there and having the ability to brand yourself there by taking photos, videos, stories, writing specific captions, going live, tagging other people, bringing other people to that venue, all of those things, you have an extreme unfair advantage as far as being able to brand yourself and capture yourself in these amazing environments. And using that content, using that leverage to actually sell more houses, to actually get more eyes on you, be more influential, be more authoritative in your specific space. So what you're actually going to be learning is personal branding, specifically the mindsets of personal branding on social media. You're also going to be learning about personal branding itself, how to actually create this content and capture it with a creative aspect to it without having to reinvent the wheel every time you want to take a photo or video. And then we'll get more into the nitty-gritty of actually monetizing this, creating call to actions to turn regular people that are on your profile, watching your story, liking your posts, to actual tangible buyers. And this might all sound too good to be true. Let me pull up some examples of past clients, because I've worked with a ton of real estate agents, brokers in my line of work in building their brand one-on-one. It's actually been a lot of fun to do that because, again, like I said, the access to the scarce resource, which is a property, expensive mansion or penthouse with an amazing view. Having access to those kinds of venues, you yourself might not value that to be high value or scarce because you're there all the time, you're in and out of these places all the time. It doesn't really, strike you to do more than just show a house for somebody, but rather actually capture content of you in that location and then brand yourself on social media, which then tells other people that you are the luxury real estate guy. You are the person to buy the houses from because you are in all these amazing different kind of places, different houses, speaking so profoundly about the house, the area, the neighborhood, the location, the bedrooms, the amenities, et cetera, et cetera. So let me show you real quick a couple different examples of clients that I've worked with past. This one right here is a video. It's a quick video. I'm not going to show you the whole thing. You guys can watch it if you want. I'll give you the link to it later. Now, this is one of my clients in Las Vegas, and we're at an $8 million mansion, an amazing strip view in the background with this crazy infinity pool. It's beautiful. Rather than making a typical real estate video where you just show the house off and it's some cool slow-mo B-roll shots, and maybe if you're lucky, a voiceover, we went the extra mile to actually have the foresight that why just make one video of this house and try to use that as marketing material to sell it, but rather shoot a video where my client is actually branding himself and also showing off the property at the same time and putting a face to this house that people are trying to buy rather than just showing the house itself. See, people connect with other human beings. They want to build commonalities, they want to build rapport, they want to have a sense of connection with people, unity, right? So instead of showing the house with music and very quiet and maybe if you're lucky a voiceover, my client actually walks through the house and gives you a walkthrough tour of the house while we also show slow-mo shots of the different things that he's talking about in this house. So as you can see, we're not just taking photos and or a video of the house and leaving. We're actually capturing him at the house, talking about the house, branding himself. You can use this video for many different purposes rather than just the one video on Zillow or wherever it's going to go to sell it, right? This video can be repurposed for multiple different occasions, multiple different platforms to be posted on, and also specifically Instagram to build your brand on there as well. So I'm not going to show you the whole video here, but here's one more video we did as well at another mansion in, it's also in Vegas, $3-4 $4 million mansion. Beautiful house. But again, rather than just showing the house in some slow-mo clips of the different rooms, we have him actually doing a guided walkthrough tour as if you're there with him, and really telling you about the entire property and the pros and cons and all these things he loves about it, and really seeing him in the house. This video not only shows off the house itself, but it also brands my client as the luxury real estate guy in Vegas, the #1 top luxury real estate agent in Las Vegas. So the more high quality content you can produce of yourself in these amazing, beautiful places in your listings that you're selling, the more you become the real estate agent of that location, of that city. That's the guy to go to, because there's so much proof, there's mountains of evidence of him in these beautiful places with amazing quality photos and videos. That's my goal with getting you guys to a very high level of this, where you branded yourself to such a level of edification and curated the photos to be the exact specific kind of agent you want, real estate agent you want to be, that your profile, your brand, your actual social media page does all of the work for you, does all the talking for you. And just a quick look as well, while we were at these properties, we didn't just get videos of my client, but we also got photos not only of our client, but also of ourselves, branding ourselves with these photos. I'm not going to show all these photos because we got about 5,000 photos. So I'm not going to go through every single one of them. But these are the kind of photos we would get, showing off the amazing property in the most aesthetically pleasing way possible, while also branding ourselves, us actually being there, having the access to the scarce resource, which is this $8 million mansion. You don't have to have access to mansions and penthouses to brand yourself. You can start with a regular listing, a regular house. But it is the foundation, the core concepts that we teach in my program and also on our mentorship calls that make you edified, authoritative, and actually does all of the work for you, all of the talking for you. So it front loads all of the effort that you would have to do to make up for it when you actually meet the client in person. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is kind of a quick little rundown of what we have going on here and what you're going to be learning. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon.